Okay, we're going to be doing the video for Aquarius for September 2025. Please do not forget to hit like, share, subscribe, comments, and utterances of discontent will be met with love and humor. I'm going to be doing your tarot. I'm going to do your astrology, and I'm going to do your numerology on top of that. And in 1 second, I'm going to actually turn the lights on because it looks like my lights went out right when I hit play. So, but you're Aquarius, you're fine with things being a little off kilter, a little weird. But we'll get some better lighting in here for 1 second for you. But I want to get these cards down so we can start talking about them. Don't forget, I'm going to show you some really cool new products that I have. Website is always getting worked on, but I actually have a new thing I'm going to be doing. And does that light look so much better? I bet it does. And we got a new microphone today. New stuff all around. It's a good year. Let's see, Aquarius. Looks like somebody put their foot down with you recently, and it looks like in August, like things did not go the way you thought. So I'm going to say that maybe in like July, either work or a personal situation was not going the way you thought it was going to go. It seemed like it was, it almost feels like you're underfoot, or you're under, like somebody's putting pressure on you, or somebody's like kind of like holding you. This isn't like a love issue. This looks to be mostly work. Now, we go into August here, and August issue. Don't forget to watch your August video. I'm posting this in August, but you got an August video. This is for September. So 9 of Cups in reverse is like everything you thought you were going to do, like kind of like best laid plans did not go the way you thought. You thought things were going to work out a very certain way, and you were very sure of yourself, but they're not working out that way, not even close, not even a little bit. So let's get into September, which is why you're here. September, very emotional. You actually feel almost like at the edge of a cliff. You feel like you're battling with yourself a lot. Things, again, there is this kind of emotional release. There is this emotional thing you're going to have to deal with. You didn't think you were going to have to deal with it, or you kind of, how do I say this? It's almost like sometimes when something bad happens to you, and then like the next person you talk to, you're like, you're kind of, but you kind of have that negative energy and you get it out on them. Aquarius, it looks like this is kind of a pattern that was going on where you could release, or you could blame stuff on other people. But right now, you really have to deal with the root issue, which is internal. That's going to be a lot of September. Now, it does say that things are going to, September is a turning month for you. I think by the end of September, things will start to go a little bit better. It seems like you've had maybe like 3-4 months of things going. You're kind of like, why is everything blocked? Why do I feel so blocked? But at the end of September, things start moving more in the direction you want. They're not going to clear up for a little bit yet, but they're going to be better. So if you felt like you were under a dark cloud, it is going to get better in September. And it does look like you're either going to be stabbed in the back, stabbed in the chest. There is going to be somebody that isn't telling you the truth, screws you over. There could be a heartbreak. There is a person, this could be work or love, that is not in your best interest, just so you know. So if you have a boss you always fight with, if you have a best friend you always fight with, be careful. I'm going to tell you that. Going into October, that's when you can start to rebuild. That's when you start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. That's when you start seeing like, okay, this isn't that bad. Okay, the tower fell. Everything that you thought was going to happen did not happen. And now all the bricks are laying on the ground, and you go, okay, now I can build a new tower. That's going to be October. So that's why I say kind of like look for the end of September to things start to get a smidge better. And don't forget, that's also middle of September is when Uranus goes back into Taurus. So Uranus has been in Gemini for the past 4 months, which might have screwed you up. It goes back into Taurus, which we'll talk about the astrology here in a second. And so it's almost like you almost go back into like 2024 for a little bit. But then, turn of the year, we go back into, ironically, in 2026, we go back to 2025. It's complicated. Don't worry about it. Just tune in. Just subscribe, and then you'll get 10 minutes free every single month, health, wealth, love, and happiness. And you'll know you'll know what decisions to make. Trust me, okay? And then, so this would be September, October. This would be November. November, you seem to be really, really moving forward. You might even be, if you hear that beeping, that's just my dryer. You seem to be very much moving forward in making it's, again, I see that this summer, it's almost like you were blaming other people for you not getting stuff done. It's like, if they could just do their part, I could do my part. Well, finally in November, you're like, yeah, I could have just gone ahead and done all that stuff anyway. Like I didn't need to wait on other people. So moon in the 10th house looks like career stuff. Yeah, you're very emotional about career stuff right now. And that's going to continue into September. There is some emotionality. And this is exactly what I was just talking about. It's almost like if they could just do their job, I could do my job. Well, is that true? Yeah. But is it where Aquarius you need to just start doing it and like stop blaming other people for if they did that, then I could do this. Just do that. Just do that. Whether they get their thing done or not, you know. I talked to somebody the other day and they were like, well, I can't go on vacation until I lose weight. And I'm like, well, how long have you been trying? 10 years. Well, you know, it's that if then but kind of statement. If this happens, then I can do that. But if I don't, you know, there you have a lot of qualifications on things, you have a lot of constraints on things, Aquarius. You're gonna have to let that go because it looks like it's going to start affecting your career. It seems like there's a very emotional decision. Career is so 10th house is title. 6th house is labor, but 10th house is title. Are you hung up on getting a certain title? Like, here's the thing: if your boss were to come in and say, "I'll give you an extra $100,000 a year, but we're going to call you, you know, the person that empties all the waste cans. You're the waste can emptier, but we're going to give you an extra 100,000." Like, you take that, you'd go, "I don't care what you call me for $100,000 extra." So it seems like you're hung up on you're hung up on a title, or you're hung up on it. Again, it has to be this way for me to move forward. It's not serving you, Aquarius. It's really not. Here's the thing. I try to give uplifting readings, but I'm also always going to tell you the truth. So if you like, I'm going to do your numerology here, but if you like what I'm saying, if you want something very personalized and specific, go down below. I have my phone number down there. Text me. Do not call me, but if you text me, I'll text you right back. The other thing is we can get into a reading and I can do your personal. This is just for all Aquariuses, and that's just for Aquarius sun and rising signs. So we can look at your specific person. We can look at your specific job. You can tell me their name. I can literally pull cards based on their name. And I can also get very good on dates. The larger readings I have, I actually pull out these cards, okay, and I lay them all out. And it is 186 permutations. Don't ask me how, but it's 186 permutations on that to get very specific dates. So I can tell you what's going to happen. So let's look at your numerology, but you got to get a personalized reading for that. I do have text message readings that are like yes, no. I have 7 cards, so it looks like this. Those get texted to you, but you get on the phone with me, it's a whole different ball of wax. It is, you get everything, and we can get very specific. Okay, so beginning of September 3, gate and garden. Again, there is this theme, Aquarius. There is this theme. What's over there is better. If I had that, everything would be fine. If they did what they were supposed to do, everything would be great. That is stinking thinking, and it's keeping you trapped in something, you know, it's keeping you trapped, basically. You really have to look at what you're doing. So then we get into the middle of the month, 7th chakra, which is enlightenment, enlightenment on a 5 vibration. So this 4 plus 1. So it's a 4, which is stability, and it's a 1, which is personal stability, but it goes to a 5, and a 5 vibration is playfulness, it's games, it's sexuality, it's very overt. It's overt. Okay, so it goes from stability to it goes from introversion to extroversion. And it's almost like you finally, I'd say in the middle of September, you finally get the aha moment and you go, oh yeah, okay, I could have just done that all along. But you're watching this in the middle of August, so why don't you get a jump ahead? Get a jump ahead of all the other Aquariuses and start doing it now. You do have an enlightenment moment in middle of September, end of September. What is that guy? Oh my God, Brendan. Does that not look like Brendan Fraser? Oh my God, I have never. I've been doing these for quite a while and I haven't seen this card yet. That to me looks just like Brendan Fraser. Comment down below. Okay. I always thought he was a hottie. So 7 is a card of knowledge. 7 is a card of getting your wishes. Remember we had that, it was 10 of cups or 7 of cups. Where was it? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups was upside down. This is almost like the opposite of that. So the end of September, and it's man holding a coin. So either if you're a man, you're probably going to have to pay out. If you have a man, you're probably, or it could be a man giving you money. Okay. But it is a man holding a coin. It is money exchange, and it is you getting what you want. So here's the thing. Like if I really, really, really want a puppy, because I have 3, but if I really want a puppy, all I have to do is give some of these gold coins to a person, and then I get a puppy, right? So who wins in that deal? I do. Absolutely. Well, the puppy does probably. But this is, even if you have to pay something out at the end of the month, you're getting something for it. That 7 is a number of, 9 is the number of completion, but 7 is the number of like happiness, satiety, manifestation, like all that good stuff is coming to you. So do know that that is coming to you at the end of the month. So please, please, please check all this stuff out. Go to the website. If you haven't been to the website, go down below. If you want to book with me, use that phone number, 484-634-0435. It's right down below. Go ahead and check that out. And, get a hold of me. Just text me, say, hey, I saw your reading. If you don't want to shop at the store, you can tell me for specific things you're looking for. I have all of these freaking gorgeous, wonderful oils. These have been flying out the door. I have handmade votive. These have magic in all of them. There are herbs and oils in every single one of my products. If you haven't seen my product videos, you want to subscribe, you want to go into the channel and look those up, because every single thing is so magical. I have 4,000 5-star reviews on Etsy, and I've been there for 15 years. So I'm not going anywhere. And my readings, honestly, my readings and my spell work are what people keep coming back for. I'll get you hooked on the beautiful oils. I really will. Look how cool this is. It's got a little dollar bill in there. Beautiful. There's a whole entire video on these different money oils. If you want to watch that, subscribe. Go back in my videos. Or do what I just told you. Text me and say, hey, send me the link to that. Or send me the link. If I send you the link to the product, you don't get a fee. Even better. I don't get a fee too. So it's fantabulous. But if you want to get a personalized reading, go ahead. I have spell work. I have readings all the way from $10 to $150. Okay. So somewhere in there, you can get your question answered, right? I have spell work from $50 all the way up to over $1,000. Somewhere in there, you can get spell work done. We can work with you. And again, if you need witchy products, you need hoodoo products, traditional hoodoo formulas, you need all sorts of stuff. I have it. I have herbs, I have oils, I have candles. I make everything from scratch. Soaps, which is what I became famous for, because it has all of the magic already in it. You don't have to do a darn thing. You just got to use it. There's no measuring. There's no, do I use 2 eye of newt or 1 pinch of spider's web? I got it all in here. It's all taken care of. So check that out. Go down below to the links, and then go on the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, the X, the Pinterest, all that stuff, because I have different sales running at different times. So I'll talk to you soon, Aquarius. Thank you for hanging in there.